Good morning. Today is day 30 of losing 60 pounds in 90 days. One more day of this month, but we're down 15 pounds in 30 days. Some say it couldn't have been done, but we don't listen to the some sayers. The morning drink was chugged. I had a meeting with someone out in Malaysia this morning on Zoom, so I kind of broke all my rules and went right to technology instead of seeing the sun. So I'm gonna go say hello to her and then make some breakfast. Try and see the sun in the mornings to reset the circadian rhythm. It basically just confirms to your body it's time to wake up. And obviously, I've read that it helps with getting to sleep later. Kind of like attuning your body's internal clock to the sun. So when it departs for the day, we are able to sleep a little bit better. Add the chicken weenies right on top. More flavor. It looks brown and similar, just like dog food. Just gonna toss some raw and unfiltered organic honey that I got, and I'm almost out of this bottle, so it's gonna take me a second for it to reach. But there we are. Oh my gosh. Some pink salt on it. Before hopping to breakfast, I just want to go over this study that was done in 2025 where it tracked 17,000 young adults, and it basically looked at them skipping breakfast and their body composition. So how much muscle, how much body fat they had. They found that people skipping breakfast 4 or more days a week had higher rates of obesity. They were just fatter. And from a gender breakdown, they found that men were more susceptible to muscle loss when they skipped breakfast 4 or more days a week, and women didn't have the same lean muscle mass loss, but they had higher rates of obesity. I think just in my experience, there's plenty of studies around breakfast, the most important meal of the day, and I have gone a long time with skipping breakfast, and I've also gone a considerable amount of time having it in my life. And I think that from my experience with myself, my clients, and the studies I've read, it's just having breakfast allows for more protein throughout the day, less eating late at night and binging and stuff. The hunger satiation is a lot better throughout the day. It is kind of more aligned with our circadian eating and way better for muscle gaining and preservation with the protein getting in 1 to 2 hours after waking up. I think I have better workouts when I am fed. I do think that my mind and mental clarity is a lot better when I'm not eating though. It just kind of depends, but I do find overall breakfast is better for me more days than not. The makeup is a half a cup of oats, tablespoon of chia seeds. We got 50 grams of blueberries, 50 grams of banana, a scoop of whey isolate protein powder to make it chalky, 2 tablespoons of PB Fit, peanut butter alternative, and then 5 chicken weenies with 5 to 7 grams of honey. I didn't weigh it this morning, but I can eye it pretty well. I'll just put the higher amount. And then the macros are 61 grams of protein, 68 grams of carbohydrates, and 23 grams of fat. I'm going to eat this. I have another call, and then I will be heading to the gym in 45 minutes from now. Start this workout off with a vertical pull. Last upper body day this week, I did a wide grip pull down. So I switched it up and did a close grip pull down just to get a different target on the latimus dorsi, the lats. I did 4 sets, starting with 12 reps, then 10 reps, then 2 sets heavy of 8 reps. Just trying to focus on getting a full extension on the end of every rep. Then I did some cable chest flies. These are amazing for stability and constant tension on the chest. I did 4 sets, 10 reps, and it's just a great stabilizer and fully engaged muscle throughout the whole movement. For shoulders, I did a half kneeling single arm landmine press. Second time this week, just went a little heavier today.
This is probably my favorite shoulder exercise on planet Earth. I did 4 sets of 8 reps. Finished off the back with some seated wide grip rows. Last upper body day, I did close grip rows on the seated one. So I did wide grip today on that. I did 4 sets of 8 reps, as heavy as I could. And then for the chest, I finished off with some single arm, low to high cable chest flies. These are just great for hitting that upper dinner plate area. I did 4 sets of 10 reps, just trying to get a good squeeze. And if you guys sit at a desk, you need to add these into your arsenal. Cable face pulls, just a little bit higher, like you're flexing in the mirror, working the rear delts, working the traps, working the scapula. It's just really good exercise. 4 sets, 15 reps. Took about 38 minutes to finish this workout, and I did 426 calories.
The next meal, lunch, is going to be some white rice, chicken, some peppers and onions. We got some corn, sour cream, and pico de gallo. Super solid workout. I love that this gym that I go to has an outdoor section. It looks like a prison gym, but I just love working out outside. If it was up to me, I would be outside working out every single time in nice weather. But that being said, I'm gonna crush this, clean up, and then get back to work.
Getting healthy, I really want to switch off of this chemical cleaning stuff. What do you guys use for cleaning the counters and stuff? I've heard apple cider vinegar or just vinegar, but I like a clean kitchen. I just don't know if I want to keep absorbing all these chemicals in my life.
Feels good having a clean kitchen. I try and do this, I try and maintain it a couple times a week, but like deep, get everything off, wipe everything down. I do that every Friday or Saturday. All right. I have not eaten since. I'm not even really hungry. I have to go to bed soon because I'm waking up really early to ski and hopefully I burn a bunch of calories. You'd think that just planting your feet on 2 little sleds and going down a big hill doesn't work a lot of calories, but I'm going to track it and see. Anyways, I am always on the search for sharpening my mind, sharpening my thought process. And I've read Matthew McConaughey's book, Green Lights, a few times. Really good. You know, his thing was like Hollywood taking him down a path, and then he literally had a dream that he was floating down the Amazon and then flew the Amazon and floated in the Amazon. And that type of stuff just makes me continue to like think outside the box and plant my foot in the ground, and kind of I can pivot and have free will to choose wherever I go, whatever I do, whatever I don't do, and it will all impact my life. And a change of environment is such a huge fuel to the fire, especially with creativity. So I think I'm actually going to rent like a tall hotel room somewhere over the city sometime soon, and just bring no technology and just a book and maybe just a writing pad. I think it's good to just not be stimulated, not have screens when I can choose to. The second book I'm reading is A Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist that is giving firsthand experiences from his time in Auschwitz and other concentration camps across Austria and Nazi Germany. And I think I'm not comparing it at all to anything that I do in any way, but it's just pulling the meaning of the uncertainty of hope in the present and future, and that continued mental and physical fight when you literally have nothing, and wronged by however many people, and still fighting for the will to live, still finding humor in the days even when they are filled with suffering. If y'all have any good book recommendations, please let me know. I'm always trying to read and learn, listen to podcasts, but I am around 786 calories off of my day, and I think I'm going to keep it there. I'm 40 grams short on protein, but honestly, I am trying to save it for tomorrow.
I am going to be skiing a lot, and I kind of want to just like go out and enjoy a nice meal, and so the extra calories won't hurt, you know. I'm down 15 pounds still in a month. The goal was 20 pounds per month, but still the overall goal is 60 pounds in 90 days. So I'm a little like 5 pounds behind that unless I burn 5 pounds tomorrow. Highly unlikely, but I'm happy because I have changed my lifestyle and like no sugar. I've worked out consistently pretty much every day. I've filmed almost every day. And if you guys are still watching at this point, a lot of you comment on your journeys, and it's super inspiring. And I think community in this aspect of just getting healthy in whatever way you see fit right now, I'm trying to put together something where maybe we could just have a little community of checking in where everyone can kind of like combine what they're working on, if they need help, and so on. But it's going to take me a couple weeks to kind of nail that down into a platform and make it look good, make it functional. But I just want to thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry for all the rants today. Sometimes life is boring, but I'm having fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.